वे ऑफ लिविंग, जीने की राह, पेज नंबर 24। Today brother has time. A devotee started going to satsang. He took initiation, listened to the spiritual knowledge and started doing bhakti. He requested his friend as well to come to satsang and do bhakti. But his friend did not agree. He used to say, I am very busy in my work. Do not have free time. I have small children. I have to raise them as well. If leaving my work, I will start going to the satsang. My business will get ruined. Ruined. Whenever what devotee who used to go to satsang asked his friend to come along with him to satsang, he said the same thing, that I don't have time. A year later, that friend died. His relatives and townspeople were crying. His dead body, hundreds of people from the neighborhood joined them. All of them were saying, Ram Naam Sat hai, Sat bolo Gat hai. Ram's name is true. One who says this attains salvation. The devotee was saying, राम नाम सत्य है, परंतु आज भाई को फुर्सत है. Ram's name is true, but today brother has time. The people of the town were saying, सत बोले गत है. The devotee was saying, आज भाई को फुर्सत है. Today brother has time. Other people said to that devotee, do not say like this. The member of his family will get upset. The devotee said, I will definitely say this. I had requested this fool with folded hands that come to satsang, do some bhakti. He used to say, I do not have free time. Now he permanently has free time. He has even left behind his small children, giving excuse of racing home. He remained away from God. If he had done bhakti, he would not have gone empty handed. He would have taken some wealth of bhakti with him. God rears the children. God also increases the age of a devotee who does bhakti. Devotee do bhakti with his thought, leaving their work. They go to satsang. Devotee contemplate that God forbid, if we die, then who will do our work? Let us believe that we have died. We have died for 3 days. Go to satsang with this viewpoint. Consider yourself to be dead and go to satsang. As such, no work of a devotee of God can go wrong. Nonetheless, let us believe that some of our work went wrong. in our absence, we can still set it right ongoing back after 3 days. If we actually die, our work is permanently ruined. Then we can never come back to set it right. This state is called to die while alive. Translation of the remaining speech. द्वादश मध्य महल मठ बोरे बहुर न देह धरेरे. Translation. In Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 15, verse 4, it is said that after gaining Tattvagyan, one should speak for that supreme state of Supreme God, having gone where worshippers never return to the world. That is, they do not have rebirth. They do not require a body again. This speech of Sukshma Ved clarifies this very thing, that one can go to that supreme avoid after crossing the 12th door. To date, all the sage and great sage sons Mandaleswars used to only tell 10 doors, but Supreme God Kabir has himself told about his true place and the true path to attain his place. He has told about the 12th door. This also clarifies that the bhakti of all the previous sages, saints and sects till now, year 2012, was up to Kalbrahm, as a result of which the cycle of birth and death continued. Speech number 5. दोजक भीस्त सभी ते देखे राजपाठ के रसिया, तीन लोक से त्रिपत नाही ये मन भोगी खसिया. Translation. In the absence of Tattva Gyan, true spiritual knowledge, because of not getting the path of complete salvation, sometimes we went to dojak, hell, sometimes to bhist, heaven, and sometimes we enjoyed in the life of a king. Even if this human being is given the kingdom of the three worlds, still he does not get content. Example: if someone becomes a sarpanch, head of a village, he wishes that he would rejoice if he becomes an MLA. An MLA wishes that if I become a minister, then it would be remarkable. On becoming a minister, he wishes that if I become a chief minister, then I will have complete supremacy. It would be extraordinarily delightful. I will have command over the entire state. After becoming a chief minister, a strong desire arises that if I become the prime minister, then my life would be successful. By then, one day, then on becoming a donkey, he would be bearing the blows of stick of a porter. Therefore, it has been explained in Tattvagyan that one wasted the entire life in the maze of heaven and hell built by Kal Brahm and in the attainment of a kingdom or throne. He did not get contentment anywhere. This mind is such a eunuch. There was a king of Balak city named Abraham Sultan Adam. He was a very virtuous devotee in his previous life, but in his current life lost in luxuries. He had forgotten God. He was engrossed in the splendor of the kingdom and enjoying in the palaces. One day, God came from Satlok and gushing as a traveler went to the king palace and said, "O in honor, give me a room on rent. Tell me the price. I have to spend the night." The king said, "O innocent traveler, does it seem to be an inn to you? I am a king, and this is my palace. God in travelers from Shad, who used to live in this palace before you." The king said, "My father, grandfather, and great grandfather used to live here." God in the traveler from Shad, "For how long will you live this palace?" The king said, "One day I will also go, leaving these behind." God said, "If it is not an inn, then what is it? It is an inn, just as your father, grandfather left this world. One day you will also depart. Therefore, I have addressed these palaces as an inn." The king became aware of the reality, relinquishing the desire of this world. He got his welfare done. He took initiation to attain the everlasting happiness and the eternal life, and did bhakti throughout his life. He made his human life successful. Speech number 6. सतगुरु मिले तो इच्छा मेटे, पद मिल पदे समाना, चल हंसा उस लोक पठाऊं, जो आदि अमर अस्थाना. Translation. If one finds a Tattvadarshi Sant, Satguru, then imparting the aforesaid knowledge and eliminating the desire for all the objects and positions of Kal Brahmslok. Padmil Pade Samana. In this the meaning of one pad is way, that is spiritual based way of worship. The meaning of second pad is Parampad, that is supreme position. The Sadguru, by instructing the spirituals based way of worship, makes one attain that supreme position place of supreme God, having done where worshippers never return to this world. O devotee, let me send you to that palace which is a primordial and eternal place. That is, it is the everlasting supreme abode mentioned in Gita chapter 18 verse 62, where there is supreme peace. Speech number 7. चार मुक्ति जहाँ चंपी करती माया हो रही दासी, दास गरीब अभय पद पर से मिले राम अविनाशी. Translation. In that eternal supreme abode there is supreme peace and excessive happiness. Four types of salvation are considered to be present in Kalbrahm Slok, having attained which a worshipper considers himself to be blessed, but they are not permanent. After some time, on exhausting of virtues, one then bear hardships in the lives of 84 lakhs type of living beings. But the bliss of the four salvations will remain forever in Satlok. Maya will be your maid. Sant Garib Das Ji has told that after going to Amarlok, eternal place, a living being becomes fearless and one will find that immortal Ram, God in that eternal supreme abode. Therefore, for complete salvation, one should perform spiritual based worship by which one can go to that God. It has become clear from the above mentioned speech and the previous mentioned description that Sri Brahma, Sri Vishnu, Sri Shiv, Sri and their father called Brahma, that is Char Purush and Akshar Purush, all Rams, i.e., gods, are mortal. Only Param Akshar Brahma is immortal. Ram, that is God. Only by the bhakti of this supreme God one will attain supreme peace and eternal supreme abode, i.e., complete salvation, where the bliss of the four salvations will remain forever. Maya, that is all the joys and comfort, remain present as a servant of the worshipper. It is started in Sukshma Ved that कबीर माया दासी संत की उभय दे आशीष, विलसी और लातों छिड़ी सुमर सुमर जगदीश. Meaning, all the comforts are obtained from wealth. That wealth is an automatic byproduct. Byproduct is something which is certainly obtained, even though the aim is not to obtain it. Of the bhakti of a sant or a devotee who does scripture based bhakti, like one who has sown the wheat crop aim to obtain wheat, but the chaff fodder is also certainly obtained. Folder or chaff is the by-product of wheat crop. Similarly, one who does true worship automatically gets wealth. The worshippers used it. It stays at his feet. That is, there is no shortage of wealth. Rather, he has more than is needed by the bhakti of Supreme God. Devotees sons enjoy the joy of Maya, wealth as well as attain complete salvation. Let us take the topic further that a person in a human body must remember her aim. By doing bhakti, they should get their welfare done. It is written in Sukshma Ved that Rag Asavari, hymn number 71. ये सौदा फिर नाही संतो, ये सौदा फिर नाही, लोहे जैसा ताव जात है, लोहे जैसा ताव जात है, काया दे सराई संतो, यो सौदा फिर नाही। तीन लोक और भवन चतुर्दश, तीन लोक और भवन चतुर्दश, सब जग सौदाई